Yeah, hi. I'm Matt Allington, co-organizer of the Power BI user group here in Sydney, and
I'm Iman Eftekhari, co-organizer of Power BI in Sydney.
yeah, okay. So yeah, we should have a chat about our user group, right? Because I can't remember now. Is it three? Is this
I
our
think it
fourth
was
year?
4 years ago, probably a bit longer, 4.5 years ago, Matt. Do you remember the first day we started
Yeah,
this?
yeah. So, and actual fact, there's a little bit of a history before this. So, just if anyone's interested. So, Iman, you contacted me and you said, "Hey, I'm Iman. Why don't we set up? Why don't we get together and talk about how we can work together? Let's set up a user group."
That's
And I think it was like September, October. I reckon it was 4 years ago this year, September, October. And we met in the, remember we met in the bar and then we set up the first user group and we
which we
met
had
at the,
probably 10 people only in that
yeah,
session.
exactly. We met at lunchtime in the spare room of the Metropolitan Hotel from memory.
That's
And
right, yeah.
yeah, so
And look where we are at now. We have more than 100 people in each session. And how many people in our meetup? I think
we've got, I don't know,
3,000,
it's
right?
like, yeah, it's thousands now and a lot of interest. The funny thing, funny, maybe funny is the wrong term. The strange thing about this whole coronavirus is that we've actually been able to do things that we couldn't do with live meetups. So a lot more people are able to attend. We're able to invite people from all around the world who
We
perhaps
had
weren't
people
able.
from 11 countries in our last session. You
Is that
probably didn't
right?
notice. 11 countries.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fantastic. So it's the speakers and the participants that we've been able to reach out to. But having said that, I just can't wait to get back to live meetups. I think when we get together in the Microsoft Reactor in Sydney, the way people interact and you get to meet new friends and colleagues, talk about similar issues, it's very difficult to do that over a virtual meetup, right?
Absolutely. And that's the main part of our meetup, the community that we build, the tribe, people who share the same passion. And it's really different when you see them, face to face and you have a beer or pizza or something with them, have a chat, and you hear all these stories that, they find a better job because of the meetup, or they learn something that they could apply to their day-to-day job, and all those things that you hear, and then you get people connected with each other.
No, I agree. In actual fact, one of the things that I think has been really successful is since we've been able to settle down in a single location. So if you remember originally, you Agile Analytics was sponsoring these events and you were paying for the venues and, the support from Microsoft to have the reactor now that that's available. One central location, everyone knows where it is. We have a consistent date and time. So I think we normally try for like the second Wednesday of the month. Ideally, the new version of Power BI Desktop will drop on that day, but it doesn't always happen that way, unfortunately. But yeah, stability, I think that stability
Absolutely.
of the location has really helped grow.
Absolutely. And we really appreciate the support from Microsoft and the Power BI community. That's been
Yeah,
really
and
good for past 2 years, I believe, since we moved to Microsoft Reactor in Sydney.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. So what is it that makes you proud of this user group? What do you
Look, I, it's a good question. I just love the community. I've liked sharing stuff. It's the platform to share. It's a platform to meet people. The fact that it was nothing and now I think it's a fairly well attended meetup in the grand
Yes, we
scheme
had
of things.
177, at least on the online registration form, 177 for last meetup with Chris Webb. And yeah, as you said, with online now we have more, I guess, opportunity to get people from different places. But even before that, we had people like Marco Russo, we had Ken Paul, some other big names. You can probably
Yeah,
mention a
yeah.
few more, but
And so I think also part of the success then is getting a combination of well-known international speakers when possible. And I'm thankful to those people who do travel and make their time available while they're traveling into our country. So that's very useful. But also, we really try to encourage our local user group members to speak as well. And sometimes they just need a bit of encouragement. And I know,
yes,
Iman, you regularly say to people every meetup, come and contact us and if you'd like to talk about a topic and try and help
absolutely.
them.
And to
Yeah, or
help them
something
with it
that's
as
not
well.
so daunting, right? To do a full 1 hour presentation for the first time. I mean, that can be quite quite a challenge. And so, you know, just having a, you know, show me, you know, a power session, show me something in 10 minutes and then answer some questions. So it's a bridge, a bridge for people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's another. You know, recall that, you know, it's often a question that I ask during, you know, who's been here for the first time, and it's pretty common that we get about 50-50, and so you can take this two ways, right? So if half the audience are brand new, then you say, well, you know, maybe some people aren't coming back. I mean, that's obviously one of the possibilities, but half the audience are regulars as well, where we start to know their names and so there is obviously a mix. It's very difficult to provide a meetup that's targeted to everyone's skill level. There's on any given day, there's one person who's brand new to Power BI, and there's another person that's 4 years experience. It's very difficult to find a topic that meets all of those needs. I think another one of the things that we've done well is to mix it up a bit, right? So mixing up new topics with more experienced topics, technical topics with business topics, trying to keep a mixture of both of those things that we keep everyone engaged along
Absolutely.
the way.
And Matt, you probably said 4 years or something, but it's actually almost 5 years. I
No
just checked
way.
the meetup. The first meetup was 15th of October 2015. So just a bit under
Wow.
5
Yeah,
years.
so
And
you were right. I had no idea. I mean, time flies, right?
exactly. And that's been amazing. And I think the consistency and having this every single month, no matter what, you know, that's the key to keep this going and, you know, same regular people and some new people coming.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
So where do you think we'll go to next? What's the future? We hope to get back to face, but do you think it will grow moving forward? What do you think?
Absolutely. From what I see in the product that is evolving, you know, yes, it's already very mature and good, but I think there's like the way that this is progressing, I tell you that we will have probably easy to get 10,000 members, you know, in future. You never know.
There'll
But
be some
also,
physical, logistical issues if we get 10,000 members, of course.
we will find a way. We may split it by different interest group or something. But yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, already the size of our monthly meetups are equivalent to size of some smaller conferences around the world, right? So, and these are people that are giving up their spare time in the evenings, and so
exactly right. Yeah. So I think thanks to everyone, Microsoft, the Power BI user group community, and people who join our meetups. And we look forward to just making this better and better every time. As Matt said, you know, there's a lot of potential to do different things. Hopefully we can come up with some maybe plans to do more interactive sessions, maybe even hackathon or competition or something which we are planning for. But most importantly is to keep the community, the spirit of community and the network that you can build in this type of events. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Thanks, everyone.
Great. Looking forward to it. Next 12 months. There we go.
Absolutely. All right.
See you. Okay.